Hello my friends, Keto Cricket aka Tammy here and I am back home from Corvallis, so I had a good visit with my daughter. It was super fast, went up Sunday afternoon. I got there in the evening around 7ish, I think 6 or 7, and then I left yesterday after work and got home. Traffic was gross. And so it was kind of a long day. And then, like I said, I did work Monday. So we had a little bit of time Monday evening. We tried to go there. She actually lives by a Target. So I thought it'd be kind of fun because she does keto to try the Quest chips. So I told her, I'm like, we went and had Carl's Jr. for lunch, which is Hardee's if you're out east. It's the same thing. We actually had that for lunch every day that we were there. So both Monday and Tuesday, and she actually had it for dinner because when I got into town, she hadn't eaten since the morning. So I didn't eat anything because I had already eaten. But so it's kind of funny. We actually went there 3 times. But anyway, we had that, which is just a lettuce wrap sandwich. We had it with no tomatoes because she doesn't like tomatoes, and it's already super complicated when we order, or I feel like it is, because I get a lettuce. It's a number 2. It's the Superstar burger. So it's a double burger, and I get it with shredded cheese instead of the American cheese, because the American cheese is just gross. I think the longer you eat this way of eating and you eat whole foods that are real, actual food, the more unable you are to eat food that's not real food. So now I can't eat American cheese. If it's on my burger, I literally will scrape it off if it's melted on there now, because it's just gross. So anyway, I get shredded cheese, no mayo or no sauce, add light mustard, no tomato for her, and so it's just, it just seems complicated for the little people that take our order. Anyway, that was a tangent. So anyway, so not a lot of carbs. And then, as you guys know, for breakfast, I had prepped my smoothie, my green spinach shakes, and I have my eggs. So that is super low carb. So I told her, I'm like, well, let's make sure you save a little bit of carbs during your lunch, so we can go get these Quest protein shakes, or not shakes, Quest protein chips, because she had a Target and they were supposed to be sold at Target. And I was telling her about the pizzas because she really misses pizza, and she doesn't like the fathead pizza. We just haven't found one that she really likes, except for I do take Dr. Berg's healthiest bread recipe and make a pizza crust out of that for my husband. I make 2 pizza crusts out of it for him, and he'll eat, depending on how hungry he is, he'll eat anywhere from a half of it to all of it in one night, depending. Again, he has a really physical job, and he doesn't have any eating issues, so if he needs to eat it all, he needs it. He needs those calories and that sustenance. So anyway, I did make that once for my daughter, except for I divided it into 4. It does make the pizza like 40, I think it's like 48 or 49 total carbs, with using the Mazzetti's homemade marinara sauce, Applegate ham, so that has 0 carbs, fresh mozzarella, so that has 0 carbs. I do put a little bit of pineapple on there for her. I know pineapple's not keto, but half of an ounce of 35 grams of pineapple is not going to kill you, I promise. Anyway, but the bread, because it is basically bread, it's psyllium husk, and I know it has a ton of fiber, so the net carb of it would be pretty negligible, but her and I don't count net carbs, we count total carbs. Anyway, my point is, when I make that, she actually does like that pretty decent. But other than that, and that takes a lot of work. Dr. Berg's bread recipe it's not like something you can just make lickety-split. I mean, it's quite a process to make it, because it is actually yeast bread. So you have to have time for the yeast to ferment and whatnot. Anyway, so I was telling her about the pizza. Man, I'm just all over the place this morning. I was telling her about the Quest pizza and that there'd been some good reviews over it. She's kind of excited to have some pizza. It's just for a treat once in a while. Obviously, you know, we talk about these aren't things that you put into your rotation every week, but they're nice to have on occasion, especially, you know, her biggest obstacle eating keto is social issues, right? Because she's a 20-something and she has an active social life, and so going out with friends is always kind of annoying. And a lot of them think that she just doesn't eat because she ends up just eating before she goes out. So, because they don't have options for her. And they've tried a few times to make gluten-free stuff. But if you don't eat this way, you don't realize, you know, all of the restrictions there are. Anyway, my point is Target did not have anything. So they were supposed to have both the protein chips as well as the pizza. And so we were going to pick up a pizza or two, and then we were going to try together the protein chips, and they didn't have it. So that was kind of sad. So we went on an adventure looking for it. We actually had to go out of Corvallis up to Albany, because Corvallis, it's a college town. They have like a Fred Meyer. They don't even have like a regular Walmart. They have a Market Fresh Walmart, so it's like this little tiny grocery store Walmart that doesn't carry much stuff. But that's it. And they have a Winco, which is where she does most of her shopping. But anyway, that was our adventure. We went looking for something, didn't find it. Bought some new cups. I'll show those to you in a later episode. But that's it. I did have a new low today for my weight. So to my husband, who I know will watch this, you were right. When I came home yesterday, he was like, "Are you at a new low?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't weighed in 3 days. I've been out of town." But I am. So I'm at 154.4 today. So finally dipped below the 155 mark. So that's cool. I mean, especially for traveling, right? You usually retain some water when you travel. And I was in the car for about 7 hours yesterday. So I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I do drink a lot of water. But anyway, I wanted to make this really short, and it's already longer than I expected because I have just been rambling about nonsense. So you guys have a great day. Bye.